Thank you. President Zuma and Malema attends the same function, and Afghanistan and the US sign on the dotted line. Good evening. President Jacob Zuma and suspended ANC Youth League President Julius Malema have been among the thousands of St. Ignace Zion Christian Church pilgrims who've been attending the main Easter service in Moriah, Cape Limpopo. The two have been seen together for the first time since Malema called President Zuma a dictator. The ANC's National Disciplinary Committee has since temporarily suspended and gagged Malema. The SABC's Jabulani Baloy has more.
President Zuma was Bishop Joseph Lekhanyane's special guest. During the sermon, Zuma was seated on Bishop Lekhanyane's right-hand side. Malema, who was also invited to attend the conference, was seated in the VIP section. Other dignitaries who attended the Easter service were Gauteng Premier Nomvula Mokonyane, International Relations and Cooperation Minister Maite Nkwana-Mashabane, and Limpopo's acting Premier Namane Masemula. The conference also attracted politicians, business people and chiefs. For SABC News, I'm Jabulani Baloyi at St. Ignace ZCC.
The ANC Women's League has visited the Rasuche family in Temba, north of Pretoria, where it has been confirmed that the remains of murdered police constable Francis Rasuche will be buried on the 14th of this month. Rasuche went missing in 2004, and her boyfriend William Nkuna was sentenced for her murder, even though the body was not found. Rasuche's remains were found at Nkuna's home. Police have handed over Rasuche's remains to the family. The funeral service will be preceded by a memorial service on the 12th. The family has thanked the women of South Africa for their support. Meanwhile, police investigations into the murder are continuing. Gauteng Community Safety MEC Faith Mazibuko.
The police have still have cordoned off the area because they believe that maybe they can still find more clues on how the murder actually happened and how to further investigate the case. So as soon as everything has been finalized, I'm definitely sure more arrests might happen. If not, more people might be prosecuted. If not, the very same one who's behind bars, more charges can actually be added.
Cape Town police are searching for a wounded inmate who escaped from the Lansdowne police station in the Cape Peninsula. One person was shot and killed and another wounded when 5 inmates allegedly tried to escape from the cells. The Independent Police Investigative Directorate says 3 of the assailants have been rearrested. Spokesperson Moses Dlamini.
An inmate overpowered the policeman and took the keys to the cells. He then allegedly freed 4 other inmates. Police shot and killed this 22-year-old suspect. And then another one was shot, but he managed to escape.
20 people have been killed on Limpopo's road since the beginning of the Easter weekend. 35 others have been injured. Limpopo Roads and Transport spokesperson Joshua Kwapa says the accidents are mostly attributed to impatience and overspeeding. Kwapa says they will continue with their stringent measures on the roads as they expect traffic to pick up this evening when many worshippers and holiday makers make their way back to various destinations.
Since the beginning of Easter weekend, 17,405 cars were stopped and tested. Of those cars, 9 minibuses were impounded and 1 bus was impounded. At this stage, 20 people have already lost their lives. The latest incident happened at near the road called R579, where 2 cars collided head-on, where 6 people died. More than 35 people were injured in all the incidents. Many of those that were injured were from a bus which was heading to Zimbabwe, where 27 people were injured.
And further afield, the Afghan government has signed a deal with the United States under which Afghanistan will take over responsibility for special forces night raids against insurgents. The controversial raids have been a source of tension between the two countries. Analysts say the deal paves the way for the US and Afghanistan to define what role the US will play after most of its troops leave in 2014. A spokesperson for US forces in Afghanistan, Navy Captain John Kirkby, says the agreement is built on practices already in place.
Over the last several months, the Afghans have typically been in the lead for special operations 98% of the time. So in a way, this kind of formalizes what has already been sort of the working standard. We will provide the support that they require, sometimes in the realm of intelligence and reconnaissance, and again, with a little bit of transport, but it's mostly support roles.
The top